Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another, oh wow, political reading. Yes, we're here for a political reading. We're going to be talking about basically the election. Sorry, that made noise. I put the sage back in the shell. But yeah, we're going to be talking about the election. We're going to be diving in and seeing what's going on. And I even have my pendulum, so we're going to be using my pendulum as well for yes and no questions. So let's dive in. I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are okay. And if you are new here, welcome. We do celebrity psychic readings, monthly horoscopes, and here and now occasionally some political readings. And a lot of you have been requesting this, so I'm really curious to see what's going on with this election, actually. Okay, these cards showed up. So, I don't know. I'm a little nervous to do this reading. I'm a little nervous because we already know the state of the world right now. Tensions are rising. We're technically in the middle of a civil war. It's a lot in the United States, but I feel like we will get past this, but it's a long road ahead of us. So let's just see what's going on. And I am a little bit nervous because I don't know what I'm about to see. But let's dive in. My first question is, show me Donald Trump. Show me Donald Trump energy. Show me Donald Trump. We're going to look into Donald Trump right now. Haven't really looked into him in a minute. Show me Donald Trump. Show me Donald Trump. Queen of Cups. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Oh, wow. Okay. Show me his emotions right now. We have the High Priestess reverse. The High Priestess reverse. The Two of Wands reverse. Donald Trump has been paying attention to a threat that is happening outside of this country. So I'm actually getting a window on what he's paying attention to. Believe it or not, his energy is not really focused on the drama that's happening within the United States, because it talks about that's just the cherry on top. He actually has some information surrounding a terrorist group that could be forming, and they have been sending threats to the White House, and this has been undercover. They've been doing a good job hiding this. They don't want this to come out. But I feel that it is going to come out. I feel that someone is going to be breaking the news. Someone is going to be laying this out on the table. Trump actually has a lot on his plate. So aside from his country that he's running, aside from us being in an upheaval and we're going back and forth, Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, the pandemic, there is a threat. There's someone throwing shots at Trump. And Trump is being guided to not react. He's being guided to not talk about this, but he wants to talk about it. He wants to talk about it. Trump wants to talk about it, but he's being guided not to speak. I do feel that eventually he's going to have to address the American people, eventually, but he's guided not to do it. Now, when it comes to whoever this threat is, this group that I'm picking up on that is actually kind of scaring Trump a little bit, making him shake a little bit, I will say that this is going to be manifesting within the next year. So in about a year's time, we're going to know about this group that is threatening to do something by the United States military, which is basically a direct attack towards the United States. that's showing up in this reading. It's not going to be manifesting until 2021, but he has been hearing whispers. He has been getting death threats, actually. He has been receiving this information. So he's dealing with that, and that's actually creeping him out. And then he's dealing with basically the state of this country, everything that's happening, blase, blase, blase. So I was expecting to see some petty cards, actually, but there's something about his energy that feels very disturbed. It feels very scared. And normally when I pull up on Trump, I always get this confident energy about him, cocky even, but he feels a little bit worried about whatever that this could be. Okay. Now, this is going to be manifesting in 2021, like I've said before, but this is something that has been on his brain. It has been heavy on his heart. He does want to share about it. He does want to talk about it, but he can't. Okay. Okay. Show me more into Trump's emotions. Show me Trump's emotions. Show me Trump's emotions. The Two of Swords. The Three of Wands. The King. Yeah. Whoever this threat is, it's coming from a male leader that has risen again, has a challenge up his hands, or he's been having a challenge up his hands, because this guy is relatively very organized, and he has a lot of quiet support behind him from other foreign leaders. There's a lot of foreign leaders that actually closed the door on the United States because of Trump's actions. So even if Trump wanted support in regards to eliminating this threat, he doesn't have the support that he had before. It's talking about he burned a lot of bridges. He burned at least 3 bridges with 3 different leaders worldwide. I'm picking up that one of them is Europe. A leader in Europe burned a bridge. And these relationships are very quiet and intertwined. They act like they don't get along to the public, but behind closed doors, I keep seeing that they smoke cigars and they chill with each other. But something happened within these connections where they no longer deal with Donald Trump. It's talking about a promise wasn't kept. They were promised money. They were promised resources. But because of the pandemic, they didn't really get what was promised. So they pulled back. Aside from that, he was just saying a lot of racist or insensitive things. So I'm definitely seeing that there's leaders that pulled back from actually dealing with Donald Trump, and Donald Trump recognizes that. So we're dealing with actually Trump's emotion of feeling X'd out, fearful of this brewing threat, this new terrorist group that could be forming. And then you mix that with the state of this country and where it's going. So that's his emotions. That's his emotions. Now, let me pull on this threat, because I wasn't expecting to pick up on that. And I was nervous doing this reading, but let's pick up on this threat. Now, I'm not trying to strike fear in everyone, but let's be honest, 2020 has relatively been very scary in our politics. So anything that I say, I don't think it's shocking, or I don't think it's, oh my God. I feel that is like, yeah, I assume, or yeah, I can feel it. All of us can feel that something is not right. There's definitely a shift that's here. Trump is scared. Ooh, Trump is scared. Okay, these cards flew out, so I'm just going to take these cards. Trump is scared. So let me shuffle these. Show me the threat. Show me the threat. And when will they strike? Page of Cups reverse. Okay. The Four of Wands. The Tower. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. The Six of Cups reverse. The King of Cups reverse. The Fool. The Empress. This has something to do with resources, whatever that they're attacking us towards. It's about resources, and it's also about it's something promised, I'm hearing. they're attacking they're trying to regain resources. This is about money. This is about resources, from what I'm gathering. And this is also about Trump not keeping his promise. Trump didn't keep his promise. Trump didn't keep his promise. So now, whoever that Trump made a promise to in regards to you're going to have this much money, you're going to have that much money, these people are coming to collect. And this threat does not feel like the Middle East. It doesn't feel like they're from the Middle East. Even though they're also another brewing threat that is also emerging that I'm picking up on. Whoever this is a person that Trump did business with. And he's powerful, whoever this is. We have a water sign male. So whoever this is a water sign male with fire elemental, King of Wands, King of Cups energy. This man could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, but he's giving me Scorpio or Aries or Leo energy. And he feels cheated. He feels that he needs to get what he is owed. Okay. Interesting. So that's what's going on with Trump's emotions. Basically, that's what's happening there. So let's jump into the election. Let's jump into the election. But when it comes to this threat, what will they be attacking? And here's another thing. When they attack, they're going to blame it on the Middle East. That's messed up. When the attack happened, whoever that's attacking Trump, they're going to blame it on the Middle East, but it's not the Middle East that triggered it, which can cause unnecessary violence in the Middle East that's unnecessary. They're going to blame it on the Middle East when it's not the Middle East. It's not the Middle East. Not the Middle East. I heard embassy. They're going to be attacking an embassy. This is going to be manifesting within the next 3 to 8 months. Okay. This is going to be manifesting within the next 3 to 8 months. 3 of Pentacles. Now, if it's 3 months, September, October, 3 months from now, the elections are supposed to be happening. Guys, I wouldn't be shocked if the election is pushed back or the election doesn't happen on the day that it normally happens. Something's about to, so very weird, something's about to happen. And Trump has been getting those threats. Who is threatening him? Water sign male, Scorpio, or fire elemental, Aries or Leo that I'm gathering. And he's scary, whoever this is. If Trump is scared of him, okay. But here's the thing, guys. Whoever this threat is towards Trump, he's not trying to attack the United States and innocent people. His beef is with Trump and the promises that he didn't keep. But of course, the army, the military is going to have to protect Trump. Now, will a war happen? Will a war happen? Death, the Hermit. No, a war is not going to happen, but it's talking about this beef has nothing to do with getting our militaries or our peoples or our people involved. This is about you and me. This is about the promise that you were not keeping. And until you do this, I'm going to keep causing disturbances. I'm going to keep causing problems in certain embassies around the world until you get my message. Okay. But that is in a way inciting a war, but his energy is, give me what you promised me, and I don't have no pressure. Trump has 6 months to handle this, or it can become another problem. Okay. All right. Now, let's see the election. How does Donald Trump feel about the election? How does Donald Trump feel about the election? How does Donald Trump feel about the election? 7 of Wands. 6 of Wands. King of Pentacles. The Tower. The Tower. 4 of Wands reverse. 5 of Swords. A lot of Wands and Swords energy. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. So Trump is actually not confident that he could win this, but he's still going to continue to keep moving forward. He's still going to rise above it. He's getting a lot of bad press. This is the 6 of Wands reverse. He feels that he's not getting recognition for all that he's done. So when he was expecting for people to be praising and uplifting of him, he feels that he's experiencing a lot of people being ungrateful, because it's talking about how he's like, wow, I did all of this in the middle of a pandemic and this is the thanks that I get. This is Trump's energy. I'm not saying that I agree or disagree. I'm just reading on his vibes and what I'm seeing. And Trump actually feels that he's been very generous to the American people. This has something to do with the stimulus checks that he's been sending. Now, of course, nobody can live off of $1,200 and spread that in a month if there's bills and things of that sort. So I get that. I get that he feels that he helped, but Spirit is also saying that he had an option to actually give more to the American people, where we're not going to suffer during the pandemic, but he kept it at $1,200. He's preserving the other money for other things to create new weapons, because again, I am picking up that there's a threat that's looming. Trump knew about this threat in February. He knew about this threat February, like late January, February, he knew about this threat. Or this person kind of let it be known, if you don't do this, by the time the election shows up, we have a problem. We have a problem. Like that, like he's getting threats. And then you mix that with him not feeling appreciated when it comes to the stimulus checks. He doesn't feel like he's being appreciated, okay? He does not feel that he's being appreciated. This is a very eerie, strange reading, because I'm not getting that Trump where he was cocky and he knows he's about to win. He knows he got this in the bag. He's scared. His energy is very frazzled, very scared, but he's doing a good job acting like he's not. I am seeing like there's going to be another attempt to attack at the White House. Like I keep seeing there's either going to be an attack or an attempt attack around embassies or the White House itself. Okay? Something's coming up in 3 months. Something's coming up in 3 months. Okay, so if something's coming up in 3 months regarding this attack, and I said, I put this message out there, I said Trump needs to be careful. Will the election happen in November? Will the election happen in November? The Moon, the Ten of Swords reversed, the Five of Wands. There's going to be drama around this election. For the first time in history, there's going to be drama in this election. There's an attack or news coming around the election that's going to just make things a lot weirder. And also, there's going to be a miscounting of the votes. So I don't feel that we're going to get the answer on who the president is going to be on the day that we're normally used to receiving that information. Something's going to happen around the election that's going to change things, is going to be marked in history. It has never happened before. But Trump is nervous. He's actually nervous. Now, show me will the election be pushed back? 2 of Cups, Two of Wands. The election could actually be pushed back, or we won't know who the president is going to be until like maybe a few days later. It's very strange. I've never seen this before. Of all the time, I've never actually seen this before. Because I'm very used to Trump being sure about himself, but he's not sure about himself. And also, there's Gemini energy here. There's twin energy here. There's a lot of Gemini energy here in the spread because Trump is a Gemini. He's also dealing with what he should talk about and what he shouldn't talk about. A part of him wants to talk about the threats that have been coming at Trump. But that means that he exposes his involvement with promising world leaders. So it exposes him if he does that, but he's debating if he should. He's debating if he should. And Trump knows how to twist it in his favor if he were to speak on it. Queen of Cups. And this woman keeps popping up. Who is this woman? This woman keeps popping up. Who is that? Queen of Cups. Who is she? This is Melania Trump. She wants a divorce, but she's not going to file for divorce until after the election. She actually wants Trump to lose so she can actually get this divorce. She wants a divorce. So there's drama in his love life as well. They don't have a relationship. It's very distant. I mean, we can obviously tell by how she doesn't let him fucking touch her and everything like that. She wants a divorce, or she's been crying and screaming that. Okay. So, okay, guys. Trump is scared. He made promises to somebody that is collecting, and they're not going to stop until Trump shows up. And the election feels like it's going to be very shaky. The election feels very messy. The election feels very unorganized, actually. And the election feels that we're not going to know exactly who is president until maybe 2 days later. 2 hours later. It's 2. I keep hearing 2. But there's something coming up in 3 months, like an attack towards Trump, the White House's peoples. There's something going down. So let's look into Joe Biden. Show me Joe Biden's energy surrounding becoming president. Okay, show me Joe Biden. How does Joe Biden feel? We have the 6 of Wands as well. We have the 9 of Cups. We have the 4 of Wands. The 2 of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. So with Joe Biden, he's also not sure if he's going to win as well. He's not confident that he could win, but he's still moving forward with this anyway. And even though he's not confident, I actually feel that he has a good chance in winning. And I'm not saying this because I don't agree with Trump's views. This is just what I'm seeing. And compared to Trump's spread with Biden's spread, you can kind of see the energetic shift. You can see the difference. And Biden, even though he's not sure of himself and he's not confident in himself that he could win, it talks about him actually having a fair shot. Now, here's another thing that I'm also picking up on. The woman that he chose to be his vice president. The Emperor, Knight of Cups, Temperance, 4 of Wands reverse. So her energy is very interesting. It talks about her actually calling the shots more. That's what I'm gathering. And what I'm picking up is she's going to be very vocal. So it's like Biden was always great at being the second man in charge or like the assistant, but not actually the president. So Biden is going to have a hard time making big decisions if he were to become president. It talks about him being lost or clueless or unaware or unsure. And this vice president is going to be calling the shots or stepping in and saying, this is what you need to do. That is how you need to do it. She's very strong. in that sense. Yeah, she's going to be actually running the country if Biden wins. And we haven't pulled on who will win yet. I'm going to use my pendulum for that. Okay. So now we're going to see. We're going to see. Let's see what's going on. So now we're going to see if Donald Trump wins. If Donald Trump wins, how will the next 4 years be if Donald Trump wins? The Devil, the Magician, the Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess reverse, the King of Swords, the Hangman, the Two of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Chariot, Eight of Wands, okay, so when it comes to Donald Trump, if Donald Trump were to win, not much will change. As a matter of fact, it actually talks about there being an increase in gang activity. There's going to be an increase in drug trafficking. There's going to be an increase in violence. Is what I'm seeing. With the Eight of Wands here, a lot of fast movement. There's going to be more of that debate of the country being divided. Because that's basically what's happening. If Trump wins, the country is going to be more divided than ever because people that support Trump are going to be yelling at people that don't support Trump and saying, yeah, all lives matter, which is just going to create more drama. I'm also picking up on a lot of people trying to move out of the United States. You guys are going to see an increase of people wanting to relocate and live in a different country. I've never seen that before either. A lot of Americans could try to move to Canada, but I keep seeing Canada having a big wall up. I keep seeing Canada not fucking with any of this. But a lot of Americans are going to try to escape or run out of the country if Trump wins. The economy won't improve. It won't get better. It won't get worse, but it won't get better. And it talks about what I'm hearing intuitively. What I'm hearing, what I'm seeing actually is people packing their bags and leaving. A lot of families will relocate out of this country. And I cannot believe I'm saying that because that's very extreme. But a lot of people will be that upset to just be like, you know what? I don't want to be here anymore. This is too much, or I don't feel safe. Now, guys, if you follow me on Twitter, remember I said that there's going to be more rules and regulations when it comes to Americans wanting to go to different countries. Okay, so let's talk about this vaccine because it has something to do with this vaccine, because I keep seeing people leaving the borders of the United States to go to different countries, and these countries are like, hold up, wait a minute, you need to show us if you've been exposed to the virus and if you have documentation and everything. And we also need to know if you have taken the vaccine. Show me the vaccine. Knight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Remember I said that they're going to try to release the vaccine or talk about it more around August, September. We're in the month of September. This reading is happening September 1st. This vaccine needs more testing. I don't feel that this vaccine is ready. there needs to be more testing with this vaccine. But other countries are going to have the vaccine and it's going to work for them. But the vaccine that's being made in the United States, it still needs more work. And the countries that have these vaccines that's actually up to par, they're not willing to work with Trump to give them this without paying something, or it's kind of like, well, if we give you this, you have to do that. So this is what happens because Trump was kind of being disrespectful to other world leaders, and now that they have what we need, it's like he has to kind of bow down and be like, okay, I'm at your mercy. I need this because our vaccine is not 100%. Our citizens don't want to take it. And the other leaders are like, well, you got to do this and you got to do that and we'll do it for you. And Trump is like, fuck no, I'm not doing that. And the leaders are like, well, if you don't do it, then we're not going to help you. And you need to tell your citizens to not try to come over here because you don't know how to run your fucking country. So, wow. My God. Mess. So if he wins, there's going to be more violence. There's going to be an uproar about this vaccine because the vaccine is not ready and they're going to try to make people take it when it's not ready. There's going to be a few people that have an adverse effect because it's not ready. The better vaccines are actually in different countries, but those countries don't want to give that to the United States because of how the United States leaders have been behaving. And they will give it to the United States if Trump agrees to certain things. And I don't feel that Trump is going to agree or bend down to anyone. Okay? Yeah, this is the Eight of Swords. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, guys. This is the Eight of Swords. And this is the Six of Wands. So he's stuck. He's stuck. And you see, there he goes again. So it's almost like get off your high horse and keep your word with the people that you made promises to. Because this isn't Wall Street. This isn't business is business. These are world leaders. These are people with power too. And it's nothing for them to be like, you know what, I'm pissed. Let's start causing disturbances. It doesn't take much. So I hear intuitively that Trump has 6 months to rectify the situation. Yeah, if he becomes president, it's just going to be a lot of conflict, and he's going to have to pay attention to his well-being, and he's not going to enjoy running at all. He's going to hate it, and he's going to be very fearful, and he's going to be tweeting a lot of fearful stuff. That's if Trump wins. So for Trump, I mean, is it even worth it? But his ego, his pride is going to be like, it is worth it because I'm making America great again. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Now, show me, how will it be if Biden wins? Show me the energy if Biden wins. Show me the energy if Biden wins. What happens if Biden wins? See? There goes Biden's vice president. She's going to be the main one calling the shots. She's going to be running shit. And I feel that Melania Trump is also dealing with Trump and she wants a divorce. But this is also Trump feeling a way about Biden's vice president. He feels a way about her. Death. King of Pentacles. Biden keeps getting a lot of money cards and a lot of money energy. He keeps getting a lot of money cards. So I hate to say this, guys, but Biden's not going to get a lot done either. I just feel that he's going to be handling a lot of debt. Any debt that we owed, he's going to be making sure that money comes back up for debt to be paid. He's going to do something with debt being paid. he's going to be clearing up the United States debt. But the economy and everything will still relatively be bad because we were left in shambles because of just poor leadership and the pandemic. It's unfortunate. But Biden won't get that much done either in a way that everyone would hope for. He's only going to be able to alleviate debt, whether it's personal debt or the government's debt, because I keep seeing that it needs to be addressed because money is owed to different countries from the United States. So that's what I'm seeing, but not a lot will get done. Not a lot will get done. I am seeing justice in regards to the justice system, though, being regulated. Yes, that will actually happen under Biden. So Biden will be remembered for clearing up a lot of debt. And he will also be remembered for creating more rules or more laws or more boundaries surrounding law enforcement. And that is that's pretty good. But it's not going to make a lot of people happy because a lot of people are more focused on the economy. But he is going to be doing that. But not a lot will change. And he's going to realize that not a lot of people will be satisfied with his hard work. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I feel like that's his wife. His wife always gives him words of encouragement. Ace of Swords, the Strength. I mean, personally, his vice president might as well run for president before Biden does. But he's just doing this because it was appointed to him. So he's just fulfilling it, but he is nervous. And he does give me like this clueless vibe about him, but he is going to at least do some police reforming, and he's going to also be clearing up any form of debt. That's what I'm seeing, but I don't feel that he's going to really help much in all the other things. And it's also talking about, again, because of Trump not keeping his word, that looming threat that I picked up on, that would now be something that Biden is going to inherit. But he's not going to inherit it 100% because those people, again, their beef is not with the American people or America as a whole. Their beef is with Trump. So yeah, they're going to like pass the message to Biden and be like, well, but they're still going to go after Trump even if he doesn't become president. I will honestly say, guys, that who's going to win this election is up in the air because both of them don't seem excited about this, or both of them don't feel confident that they're actually going to win, which is kind of scary. So let's see who is going to win this election. I'm also very happy that a lot of that, the trafficking that's been happening, I'm happy that is coming to light because I tweeted and predicted that a lot of exposure is going to be happening around that in 2020, and that's what's been happening. So I'm very grateful that there's been a lot of attention surrounding it, but it is quite disturbing if you guys want to know my honest opinion about that. But just know that more justice is going to be served surrounding that. This is a very karmic year. Donald Trump, will Donald Trump win the election? 1, 2, 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands. Biden, 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 Trump, Biden. Trump. There goes that threat for Trump. Trump. Biden. I can't believe I'm saying this, guys, but it's very shaky. 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 If Trump wins, the ballots were manipulated. Also, here's another thing that I'm picking up on. I'm not going to just put this on Trump. Both teams are trying to manipulate the election. Interesting. Both of them are trying to manipulate the election. This is why I'm not picking up on who's actually going to win. Because both of them are both teams, not the presidents themselves, but both teams are puppet mastering. They're trying to do stuff to have one over on the other one. So Democrats and Republicans are fighting. And I'm not getting a clear answer because both teams are doing sneaky cheating shit. And this is unbeknownst to Biden, by the way, but I am seeing like some stuff happening. This is why I'm not getting a clear answer. Biden does have a better spread. He does have more of a better spread though. So now we're going to be using my pendulum. Okay. So now we're going to be using my pendulum. Okay. If it spins in a circle, this is just how my pendulum works. Other people's pendulums are different. You just have to connect with your pendulum. I have been working with her for quite some time now. When she spins in a circle, it's a no. When she goes back and forth, it's a yes. I'm going to show you guys that my hands are not moving. I'm not moving this. I'm not making it move. It's doing it by itself. So what I do is I place the pendulum at my palm because my palm is a power source, which is connected to energy. Okay. Will Donald Trump win the election? Ooh, wow, it says no. Yeah, it's saying no. Will Biden win the election? Okay, it's going back and forth. They're saying yes to Biden. Is there a terrorist threat coming at Trump? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Will Trump win the election? I'm asking one more time. Will he win the election? Guys, it's spinning in a circle. I don't feel that he's going to. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at my finger. I'm not spinning it. Okay. Okay. Thank you, pretties. Wow. Okay. That's what I'm seeing. So we're just going to see what happens. But this was very heavy. And we're just going to keep this in prayer, guys. But I love you guys. And that is my part 1 political reading. We're going to do another one surrounding the pandemic. So stay tuned. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.